has the symmetry, line symmetry, sorry, rotation, symmetry, the words are all cut off here. Symmetry, rotational symmetry are both. If it has, let's see here, boy, this didn't get in there well. Draw all the lines, there's rotational symmetry, give the angle of rotational symmetry and the order of symmetry. Okay, what is any idea what your instructor means by order of the symmetry?
Order? No.
I have to do a quick search on that. All right, let's see if there's a quick image on this. Fit, number of times a shape can fit into itself when it's rotated 360 degrees. Okay, I think I've got it. Yeah,
Basically the amount of corners.
yeah. Okay, does this have line symmetry?
It
Is there-
does.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do in color. It's got one down the middle, vertical and horizontal. So I don't know, you want to say check on that. For rotational symmetry, it it has it does have that. So I don't know how you want to say that. We could definitely say check on that. It's 180 degrees. And it's about this kind of this center point here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now the order is how many of those fit into 360? So this has order 2. Basically, you take the 360 and divide it by the angle to get 2. Any questions, thoughts on that?
No.
All right. Because the next few are, very similar. Well, shouldn't say that. That means it's the same process, but take a look at this one here. So line symmetry. So I think you can see there's that one that goes down the middle there. That one that goes there. Are there any others? Like, does that work? Does that work?
Kind of like to the like diagonally you can do the it,
Yeah, those, I mean, I don't see why not. Yeah, we'll just we'll just say that those are okay. I'm surprised it didn't ask how many lines, but again, there's a check. Rotational symmetry, absolutely about that point right there. Now, if you rotate it 90 degrees, and that's kind of how you should start with 90 degrees, does that get you back to where you started?
um in terms of shape, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like this blue piece would go down here to 90 degrees, so that works. And then if that means 180 also works, and then 270 also works, and 360 also works. So you end up getting order 4 on that. What do you think?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yeah, it's
All right. So
good.
I guess it's got both. But all right. So first one, number three is the first one that does not have both. Well, I take that back. So is there a line that kind of like where the the left side's the same as the right side and so on?
Looking closely, no. There is not. Uh, maybe not looking closely enough. No, there's not a um thing where you cut it down the middle of the two sides of the same.
Yeah, this one does not. I mean, it kind of looked like maybe that one, but even that's pretty dis.
So it'd be neither, or could it still be rotational?
So there is a rotation. There's always 360. Like there actually is like a
Oh
what's
yeah.
called a centroid, which is hard to maybe visualize. So yes, it does have 360-degree, but that's order one. So I don't know if that counts, I guess is the point. I'm not, I'm trying to look here at some other things. It depends on your class.
Yeah, I think it would be include 360. Okay, so angle would be angle rotation. Nope.
Okay, so why don't you try the next one?
All right. Okay, so I think it is a line, uh, line symmetry thing. It's got one.
Yeah, now what's the line look like?
It's kind of like horizontal going down from the right.
So like maybe something like that or not?
Are you screen sharing like the Microsoft whiteboard thing?
Yeah.
Or
I'm sorry.
I'm
Did I,
not
was I,
getting it.
okay,
There we
there it is.
go.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I must have,
Okay, yeah, I like that. Indeed.
okay, so this does not have angle symmetry, just the line. Um, on to number 5 now. Sorry, I guess I really do have to go through these. It's probably too hard to do them the way I was thinking we could do them. So is there a line, and you kind of start with, vertical or horizontal, and then maybe move to a diagonal or another diagonal. And I mean, it's kind of one of those things where you got to like almost do it and like decide. Um, this one does have vertical symmetry.
It's got three of those lines and it can be rotated, so it would be both.
I agree with the rotation. And this time though, I think they're trying to show you an equilateral triangle. So it's actually when you rotate it 120 degrees. And again, I don't know how you're supposed to know that, but that's order 3.
Number six looks just like another line thing. One line.
All right. I don't see any rotational symmetry. So ready for number 7.
Yeah. Okay, we got Looks like both and order of 4.
So there's actually like a lot of lines on this one. Like I don't think you can draw them all because well you can here because of that part.
All right, because it's a circle. Let's go. Okay, so like closer to 8, actually.
Uh you mean that the rotation?
Oh,
It's
I
whatever. Oh,
I'm still on the order, but for the rotation,
so the rotation is like 45 degrees this angle. Which one are you working on now?
oh, I'm on 8 now.
Okay, yeah, eight's got both again.
Yeah, it looks like it. And
This isn't really math, by the way. I mean, this is more like, I don't know, art or
yes, it looks like the star has an order of 5. The angle would be hmm, angle of rotation 90 degrees.
so it's always the angle kind of between there, and this one's hard to tell. I don't think I've got a good handle on what the angle would actually be.
I'll I'll ask my teacher about that. What the angle was supposed to, which
Yeah.
angle?
It's hard because you don't have a horizontal to base off of, and you don't have one that's kind of, maybe 40 degrees. It's just really hard to tell. Okay, let's keep going here to number 9.
Okay, that looks like another one of the line things.
The only one that looked like it worked is that one, left, kind of left and right, top and bottom.
Okay, we got words on the back. Maybe there's more
Okay, yeah,
sense.
we should have plenty of time here to finish this up. So, did you guys cover any of this rotational stuff in class?
Yeah, it
The
was
reason
kind of
I ask
like
is
from where the shape is, if you were to rotate it on
if you can find like
somewhere.
yeah, if you can find kind of all the lines, that helps you to figure out because this is 90. It's also based on the number of sides, I believe. Like 360 degrees divided by 8 sides gets you to, I think, 45 degrees, which is this angle here.
um,
So that's how you come up with the angle. That's what I was wondering if you guys got a formula. It's usually 360 divided by the number of sides.
Right. And then the next thing is just multiples of 45 to 360.
Exactly. So, I mean, I don't know if you include zero or not. That's a question for your instructor. Uh, and so then oh, sorry, there is one more question here about line symmetry. And it's the number of sides. Uh, Well, not, I mean, you can't double count the sides, but I believe it's four because you end up getting four of these lines.
Yeah.
Let me know. We can move on to the next one.
Yeah.
All right. So a pentagon is not the same. So the ones that you'll find that they have to have an even number of sides to have like all of these ones that work out really well. For an odd number of sides, like the pentagon, it doesn't have that, like top and bottom are the same, left and right are the same, and so on. So be like you can't, the only thing you do is cut it kind of down that way. There's no other line that does it. So the only way to figure out the symmetry is the 360 divided by the number of sides, which is 5. And actually that is how we can go back and do that star problem on the other side. We'll do that after this, which we couldn't figure out the angle. We'll go back and be able to do that in a moment. Um, so this ends up being like whatever 360 divided by 5 is, which is 72 degrees.
Then the multiples of 72.
So hopefully you got those down 72, 144, 216, 288, and 360. I don't know if the 0 counts. And it does have that line symmetry. Okay, so the way to do number 8, we can go back and look at that, is we need to draw in the sides here. And you can see that it's a pentagon.
Yeah.
Anyway. So that's the 360 divided by 5 gives you the angle 112, and then the order is 5. I think we're unsure how to proceed with that. All right. We got some time left. Do you know what you're going to work on tomorrow?
No. Maybe more
You
of
get a
this.
do you get a blackboard or any canvas, anything like that? What's coming up?
Not really.
Okay. Right. Types of symmetry, shapes, geometry. Let's see if I can find anything here that we have not done, because we've done like all the classic ones in this one. Um,
My teacher has
uh,
done everything but dilations, which is,
right, right. I mean, like it's like we're waiting.
wait, when's that gonna come up?
Yeah, I don't know. I know it's gonna be hard to do, but let me throw a few more up here. Um, see if you notice any lines of symmetry.
No, not for that. Wait,
So what I see, and you kind of like, it's always vertex to vertex. Typically that's one, but see how it's kind of off center? It doesn't work.
Yeah,
And it's hard because you're doing it on the screen. But then like, does this one work? And this one, they're also kind of off center. So no, doesn't work for that. How about rotational symmetry? If you rotated like 180 degrees, that one does work because these are all parallel.
yeah.
The other type of problem you'll see is they'll give you a letter. Maybe you guys saw that in class, like a letter like X. What kind of line symmetry could this possibly have? Yeah, that's a problem I've seen they give you. So this one would have vertical, horizontal. It actually has it down the line of it, which is kind of neat, different.
So it'd be 4.
Yeah. And then you get the rotations as well on that. The other thing you'll see is words. They'll actually they'll spell out something like so this one has horizontal for sure, top and bottom, but does it have left and right?
No.
It does not. But it does, you can rotate it 180 degrees.
Yeah.
And then let's look at another one. Let's say it's I gotta be careful here. Let's say it's O. O's are good. T and O. Does this one have this?
Uh, no. But
No.
it
What if
can down the middle.
what if I change it to an I?
Then it could.
Then you get both. And I mean I guess it'd be kind of a problem to have you come up with a 3-letter word or 4-letter. Let's see, what else could you have? Have you asked your teacher about relations?
I keep thinking the thought process is he'll probably introduce it like the next lesson, and it just hasn't happened for a couple of weeks.
Okay. Was there anything else you'd like to work on today?
Not really.
No other homework, nothing else?
No.
Okay. Let me put just one more in front of you. This one's a little, we haven't done this one. So this has got down, I always like to go vertical and horizontal. And this one's kind of like the X. Does it have that symmetry or not? Like this part
It's
is going down, but what about this? Is this over here?
no.
So it does not have that, which means it just has the 90-degree rotation. All right. Good job. Okay, we'll go. We'll just stop a little early today.